Yes, folks, it's Saturday, it's 6 o'clock, and it's time for Reboot and Restart. Or was it Restart and Reboot? Who knows and who even cares? Hi, I'm Commander Ricardo, and you find me lurking and loitering around the HIP 17862 system. Now, this system, you would say, well, we've all been here, we've all done it, but I thought I'd go back and revisit some of the alien crash sites. These aliens we know now to be as Thargoids. And what are you going to find here? Well, you're going to find things like alien artifacts. That's what. And all good stuff like that. And if you've already done so, do me a favour and click that subscribe button and also the notification icon. And that'll let you know when I'm putting more videos like this and from other games on YouTube. Elite Dangerous being the core gameplay that I tend to concentrate on. Now, these crash sites are all well and good, but some of them are quite hard to find. I've included on the video screen and will in the comments include the coordinates to go and find these if you haven't already done so. Now, they come in various shapes and sizes. You can find crashed scout ships, you can find crashed Medusa class ships, and the like, right? And strewn around there you're going to find some of these alien artifacts, which you can take off and either sell or use as part of a wider campaign in decoding the details from the Thargoid base. Now, you are probably going to need an SRV to get down and dirty with all of this, so it's worthwhile making sure you've got that packed on your ship. Now, I'm here in my cutter. I've zoomed on over, I've got an SRV packed, I'm going to land on a nice piece of ground, and I'm going to get on with things. Now, like I said, there are loads of these crash sites littered around everywhere, and before the Thargoids were released back in Season 2, it was, oh, what could these things be? They look like Thargoids, they may not be Thargoids, they could be something else. And yes, we all know they are, they're Thargoids. We've seen them flying around, we've been interdicted by them. You know, we've seen them attacking stations and attacking ships and lurking and loitering around destroyed Federal and Imperial battlegrounds or battlefields, scanning and picking up survivors or data or meta-alloys. We've all seen this. And if you haven't, there are plenty of videos on this on my channel, so check that out. Especially look for the Thargoid playlist. However, the reason why I'm here today is I'm on the scrounge for some alien artifacts, and that's what I'm after. And you're going to find them strewn around. Now, as we all know, the SRV only takes 2 tons of these at any one time, but at most you're going to find between 3 and 4 artifacts in the area. So don't be too perturbed by this fact. That's generally what it is, but you know the old trick. You can log back out, log back in again, and you'll find more. Now, there are generally no other materials around the crash site. You'll find some on the planet. You may have to go mine them from the rocks and that sort of general stuff. But you're here for one reason. You're here for that Thargoid, and you're here for that Thargoid artifact. Now, as you can see, I'm trundling along in the old SRV towards the wreck site, and it's quite a nice place to be. You know, this planet, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. And once you start getting there, the sound will change. It's going to get all eerie. You're going to get a little bit interference. All that sort of thing is going to be going on. But be careful when you're navigating around the site. The protrusions from the ship can be sometimes quite tricky to navigate. So make sure you've got some attention to your SRV thrusters so you can hop in and hop out of it. Now, the entire scale of this thing, I mean, it's huge. You know, it's a big old lump, it's a big old unit. And for the first time, when we first encountered these things, you think, well, hang on, they've been destroyed. They can't have just flown into our planet. Something has happened here. And these are remnants from the old Thargoid War, one would be led to believe. Now, of course, we know that we can drop in on those signal sources and we can engage them at our leisure. They'll interdict us, but then scan us and then fly off and leave us alone. And that's been one of the things I found a bit strange, especially from the Thargoids. Now they seem to be advancing on the bubble. But here you go, you're seeing that light bit of fuzziness, you know, in the picture. and that's the interference. Got a few sparklies on the screen as well. You know, the unknown artifact canister. Well, we all know they're Thargoid. And you can pick those up and then transfer them back to your ship. Now, it will have a degrading effect on your SRV. And if you haven't got the old Professor Palin cargo racks, then they'll start to degrade your ship systems as well. So if you're going to go taking them somewhere, make sure you've got something somewhere in mind. If you think, oh, I'm just going to go flying around with these in my hull, then you're going to get catastrophic system failure more often than not. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward to scoop these things up. No dramas there. But also you get a good idea and a good indication of like what the Thargoids are like. You know, that sort of greeny, metallic sort of skin and outer skin, that sort of oily, textured residue on the outside of this crash ship, even now. I mean, there is a market for these artifacts at certain stations, and especially now that Season 3 has dropped, it's more easier, readily available to get them sold. But don't be put off by the fact that, oh, it's degrading my ship. Before you pick things up, it's well worthwhile having a good looking around, scanning that ship, you know, seeing what you can find out, taking some good selfies with it. You know the score. You know, and it's worthwhile, because these are the things that you're going to get to go and say, hey, well, I visited that crash site in Elite Dangerous. Hey, so there you go. That was Reboot and Restart. We've got degraded servers over the next week, because I'm travelling quite extensively with work. I'm going to be here, there, and everywhere. I'll try and get another video out next week as well on some of the happenings that's going on within the universe and the galaxy for Elite Dangerous. But it's going to be dubious, I think, to be fair. So we may have no restart and reboot and restart next week. But I'll see what I can do anyway. So things are quite quiet in the Elite Dangerous galaxy at the moment. So you watch, I'll be away next week and all holy hell gets loose. Thank you very much all for your continued support. I do read all your comments. Please keep your comments clean. And I do hope to try and answer all those as well. And as I'm travelling, and mostly by train, I'm going to have time to do so next week. So check out the Discord server as well, and other instances along social media. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Commander Ricardo, out.